Okay everyone, welcome to my review of Final Fantasy V. The reason why I have the music player on is this is probably my favourite part of this entire game. The music is fucking insane. It's easily one of the best music in all of Final Fantasy that I've played so far. I think Final Fantasy VII is better. I'm trying to remember. Final Fantasy 15 technically is better because it's got every single song from every single game. So that's just cheating, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, for my review of this game, I enjoyed it. I think the pros for this game are 100% the music. I fucking adored the music in this game. Things like the battle, like music box is nice. I love that. That's also really fucking good. I love Harvest. Like all of these songs, so many songs are just good. Just good. Anyway, yes. The gameplay is a Final Fantasy gameplay. There's nothing I can really say about it other than it's turn-based. After playing, so because I went backwards through all the Final Fantasies, I miss not having random battles. I miss being able to choose my battles. Yeah, I don't like random battles. I said that for my Final Fantasy 7 review, but yeah, it's just not fun. Like, try to get out of Karak. Is it Karak? Like, the part before, like, after the fire ship type thing. Trying to get out the first time around, you're like, what the fuck? Because all the fucking random battles keep kicking your ass. But yeah. So that's, again, random battles don't enjoy, but I do enjoy the rest of the game play-wise. I like turn-based combat. Quite a lot of them, I couldn't just, like, especially bosses, I couldn't just press A and just click attack. I enjoy it when, it might sound like I'm getting really pissed off sometimes at some fights, and it's probably, you've probably noticed it in like Final Fantasy 9 and some other games where I'm just like, what the actual fuck? But I enjoy difficult fights. Like the Atomos fight was fucking insanely hard, but I managed to figure it out. Yeah, so again, I enjoy difficult fights. If it's not difficult, it gets kind of boring. You can just press A and press attack and things like that. Anyway, yes, the difficulty in this game is not extreme. There are very, very, very difficult points. Like, Atomos is fucking stupidly powerful compared to everything else in the game. At that point in time, I actually didn't think X-Death, the end X-Death boss, was that difficult. I thought the X-Death fight where you get Carbuncle was difficult if you don't use Carbuncle. The same with Bahamut. Bahamut is, it's like really stupid that you use Carbuncle to kill him. It was dumb. Yeah, so that's, I really enjoy the music. I enjoy Final Fantasy in general for the gameplay. Now we get to the story. And I don't know. I didn't hate the story. I definitely didn't hate the story. But there's definitely points where the game doesn't give you any direction or anything to tell. Like, I don't want a waypoint on the screen. I hate waypoints. I just want you to tell me where to go. Like, tell me what town to go to. Tell me what play area to go to. You can even say go up north, go down south, go left, go west, go east. You can say all these things, but there's points in the game where you're just like, the fuck do I do now? I do not know. And that is one of the worst feelings in a game that you can get, where you're just like, nanny the fuck? What do I do now? And you spend fucking ages trying to figure out what the fuck you're meant to do. And it is just stupid. That definitely brings it down a lot compared to other Final Fantasies. Like, I always had direction in FF7. I always had direction in 8. Like, all the games that I've played so far, there has always been a direction. I don't want the game to be linear. I want the game to have a direction. There's a big difference between a linear game like Final Fantasy 13 and a direction like in every other Final Fantasy. It tells you what you're meant to do, but you don't need to do it. Like, you can go do whatever the fuck you want. Even like Final Fantasy 15, which is a completely open world game at the start of the game, told you where to go, but you didn't have to do it. That definitely brings it down a lot in my eyes. I didn't mind the final boss. X-Death is nice. X-Death's a really cool villain. A really cool villain. If he didn't try to do the whole Void thing, where he was like, I'm going to take the Void and control the world and shit like that. If his whole entire thing was to bring the two worlds together, he'd be a really cool, well, not a really cool villain, he'd be like a villain that wasn't a villain. But then he was like, I'm going to do the Void, I want to be the strongest guy in the world. And it was like, okay. But yeah, I liked the villain. Yeah. That's pretty much all I've got. I'm not gonna talk about graphics because it's a pixel game. It's yeah. I can't really say it's a good graphical game because it's not. It's from the 90s. So yeah. Put it all together, what do I think of the game overall? I thought the game was fine. I definitely didn't like it more than some Final Fantasies, but I definitely didn't despise it more than others. It's still better than FF13 by fucking far. It's better than 12. It's better than Type 0. Fuck, that game was bad. Where do I put it in? I think it's worse than 9. Did I enjoy 9's villain? Who was 9's villain? Oh, I didn't really like 9's villain. Kuja, or whatever his name was. I liked 9's story, I didn't like 9's villain. I really like 15's villain. 15's villain's really cool. I like Arden. 10's villain is weird. Like, 10's villain is Sin, but it's not. It's definitely not, but Sin is Seymour. Seymour's the villain. And I liked Seymour as the villain. And 7 just has Sephiroth. You can't say anything wrong about 7. So what am I going to say is, do I like it more than 10? No. Do I like it more than 7? No. Do I like it more than 9? No. Do I like it more than 15? No. So it's in the top 5. Yeah. It's in the top 5. Just. I prefer it more than 8. I prefer it more than 13, 13 2, 13 3, 10 2, 12 type 0. That's about halfway. I don't think it's the best Final Fantasy of all. The directionless thing in the game is just bad. I really don't like that part. But other than that, I thought it was fine. It's really hard. So as I said, because I'm rating it in the top 5, number 5, in my Final Fantasies, doesn't mean it's a bad Final Fantasy, because it's Final Fantasy, for fuck's sake. They're just insanely good games. Like, I hate Final Fantasy 13. But compared to other RPGs, it's probably still really good. It's still not a terrible game. I just don't like it as a Final Fantasy. The same with Type 0. Like, Type 0 is not a bad game. It just isn't a good Final Fantasy game. Yeah. So that's that. Again, number 5. Rating it out of 10, 7. Yeah. Anyway, have fun. And I'll see you all for Final Fantasy 6. Now this, I'm expecting 6 to be my favourite of them all. I remember 6 being really fucking good. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Have fun, people, and bye bye.